Very good morning and Jai Hind students. I am Adesh with my subject Accountancy. Chapter 6, that is retirement of a partner, and in this chapter we are doing the adjustment when a partner is retired. So what the adjustments are required to do in the firm at the time of retirement of a partner. So students, up to the date we have completed 3 adjustments. That is, first one is change in profit share ratio, gaining ratio, sacrificing ratio, and the new profit share ratio among the partners. Second one, treatment of goodwill, valuation and adjustment of goodwill. We have done, that was the second adjustment, and the third adjustment, that was revaluation of assets and reassessment of liabilities. These were the 3 adjustments which already we have done and we have learned. So student, today's our topic is treatment of reserves and accumulated profit or loss. And one more thing is also there. When we're doing the treatment of reserves and the accumulated profit or loss, so at that time some deferred revenue expenditures are also there in the firm. So those treatment also we will do. Okay. So student, if we're talking about the treatment of reserves, so reserves are also a different type of reserves are there in the firm. Journal reserve, workman compensation reserve, investment fluctuations reserve. So these are the different type of reserves are present in the firm at the time of retirement of a partner. So all reserves are treated according to the situations, according to the informations are given in question, according to the adjustments are given. So reserves are depend on the adjustment. If there is no adjustment, so then how we will treat, how we will adjust these reserves among the partners in their old profit share ratio. And now the second is accumulated profit or loss. If there is profit in the firm, so then how it will be distributed among the partners, and if there is loss, so then that loss is also distribute among the partners. That thing also we will learn. And the next one is deferred revenue expenditure. So what the adjustment will be there relative to the deferred revenue expenditure. So student, first of all we have some reserves only, the reserves related to which we did not getting any information or any adjustment in the question. So then how we will treat these reserves. So student, we having the heading of treatment of reserves. Okay, we having different type of reserves in the firm. So if we're talking about the first, that is general reserve. If there is general reserve in the firm, so then what will be the treatment and how it will be distributed. So general reserve will distribute among the all partners in their old profit share ratio at the time of retirement of a partner. इट इज़ क्लियर, जब भी हमारे फर्म के अंदर जनरल रिजर्व्स गिवन होंगे और पार्टनर रिटायर्ड हो रहा होगा, तो वो सभी पार्टनर्स के बीच में डिस्ट्रीब्यूट होंगे उनके ओल्ड प्रॉफिट शेयर रेशियो के बेसिस पर. सो जर्नल एंट्री विल पास journal reserve are liability, and if a liability is reduced or writing off from the firm, so then it will debit. So the journal entry will be general reserve account debit to all partners capital or current account. Whatever the amount is there, that will be distributed in old ratio. This ratio will also getting by the sacrifice partner. Sacrifice partner भी इसके अंदर include होगा. क्यों? Why? Because these reserves are taken from the profit, and up to the date the retiring partner also having the share in all the type of profits in the firm and all the reserves of the firm. Okay, so narration: being general reserve distributed by partners in their old profit sharing ratio. And if there is B, if there is workman compensation reserves, if there is workman compensation reserve is also there in the firm, so then how it will be treated? If there is no information related to the workman compensation reserve, so then it will also distribute in the old profit share ratio among all the partners. So WCR account debit, and to all partners capital or current account. Okay, what is the amount is there, that will be distributed in old ratio. Narration: being WCR distributed by all partners in their old profit sharing ratio. Okay, so this will be the journal entry for WCR. Similarly, one more reserve is also there in the firm, that is investment fluctuation reserves. There is investment fluctuation reserve also there, and it will be also distributed among the partners in the old profit share ratio. So IFR account debit, and to all partners capital or current account in old ratio. Okay, so narration will: being IFR distributed by all partners in their old profit sharing ratio. Students, most of the reserves are there, those who have traded in the firm at the time of retirement of a partner. So basically these are the reserves which are treated as per the given information in a question. So first general reserve, second is workman compensation reserve, and third one is investment fluctuation reserves are there, which are distributed among the partners in the old profit share ratio at the time of retirement of a partner. So now students, we are going to the next topic, that is treatment of accumulated profit or loss. So this was the first, and second one is treatment of accumulated profits or losses, whatever is there. Okay, if there is profit, so how it will treat, and if there is loss, so then what will be the journal entry we will pass. So there is first, if there is profit in the firm. Okay, so we can say the credit balance of profit and loss account is given. जब हमारा क्रेडिट बैलेंस दिया हुआ है क्वेश्चन के अंदर प्रॉफिट लॉस अकाउंट का, तो इट मीन्स दिस क्रेडिट बैलेंस विल कंसिडर्ड in the firm as profit. Okay, if it is profit in the firm, so then this profit is a liability for the firm. This profit will be the liability of the firm, and when this liability is distributed among the partners, so then liability is reducing from the firm or writing off from the firm, and when a liability is writing off from the firm, so then that liability is debited. Okay, so then that liability will debit in the firm. So now the profit and loss account, it is a profit account debit, and 2, it will also distribute among all partners. So all partners capital or current account. What is the profit is there, that will distribute in old profit share ratio among the partners. Okay, so next narration will be being profit and loss. In bracket we can write a profit distributed by all partners in their old profit sharing ratio. Okay, this is the situation when there is profit in the firm, and if there is debit or loss. Okay, if there is debit or loss in the firm, so then P point debit or loss, balance of profit and loss account is given. ओके जब भी डेबिट बैलेंस गिवन होगा क्वेश्चन के अंदर या लॉस गिवन होगा क्वेश्चन के अंदर, तो देन व्हाट द ट्रांजेक्शन, व्हाट द जर्नल एंट्री वी विल पास फॉर इट. ओके सो debit or loss balance for the profit and loss account is given in the question, so then what will be the adjustment or treatment for it? So if it is a debit balance, so then it will show in the asset side and it is a fictitious assets for the business. And if it is a fictitious assets for the business, so then it is not recoverable. Only it is distributed among the partners in their profit sharing ratio or old profit sharing ratio. So student, if it is assets and assets is writing off, and if it is assets is writing off, so then it will credit, and all partners capital or current account debit and to profit and loss account. Okay, so this profit or loss, what is the amount is the that will distribute in old ratio. Narration being profit and loss, that is loss distributed by all partners in their old profit sharing ratio. Student, related to the accumulated profit or loss, the treatment already we have done. So when the profit is there, so then this journal entry will pass, and if there is loss in the firm, so then this journal entry will pass in the firm. So now student, if there is deferred revenue expenditures are also there in the firm, so then what will be the treatment for that? Third point, treatment of deferred revenue expenditure. So basically these deferred revenue expenditure are, we having a advertisement suspense account. There is advertisement suspense account as a deferred revenue expenditure. Okay, so what will be the treatment of this? देखिए, डिफर्ड रेवेन्यू एक्सपेंडिचर हमारे एसेट्स हैं, और जब भी एसेट्स में शो होंगे या एसेट्स में लिखे होंगे और इनको हम डिस्ट्रीब्यूट कर रहे होंगे एट द टाइम ऑफ रिटायरमेंट ऑफ ए पार्टनर, सो देन द एसेट्स इज रिड्यूसिंग, or if assets is reducing, so then the assets will credit. Okay, if the assets is writing off or the reducing, so then the assets will credit and the partners will debit according to their old profit share ratio. So all partners capital or current account debit, and 2 advertisement suspense account. What is the amount is there? That amount will distribute in old ratio among the partners. So now narration being advertisement suspense distributed by all partners in their old profit sharing ratio. Okay, so this is the treatment related to all these expenses for reserves, profit loss, and deferred revenue expenditure. Okay, students, so related to this we are taking an example or a questions which we will solve that for more clarity related to the topic. So students, let's see the question and then we will solve that. Let's see. Students, we have a question related to the treatment of reserves, accumulated profit or loss. So after read the question, what actually asking in the question, they are asking in the question, so then we have to do the treatment of the given adjustment or the informations. So students, X, Y and Z are partners in a firm. X, Y and Z are partners in a firm sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 3:2:1. This is the old profit share ratio. Z retired from the firm on 1st April 2020. Okay, Z retired on 1st April 2020. On the date of Z retirement, following balance exists in the books of firm. इस डेट में जिस डेट में Z रिटायर हो रहा है उसकी डेट में कुछ बैलेंसेस एग्जिस्टेड हैं बुक्स के अंदर जो कि फर्म की बुक्स हैं. क्या क्या है? जनरल रिजर्व में हमारे जो कि 1,80,000 है. प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट जो कि डेबिट बैलेंस, इट मीन्स इट इज़ अ लॉस 30,000 रुपीज़. एंड नेक्स्ट वन इज़ वर्कमैन कंपनसेशन रिजर्व रुपीज़ 24,000 विच वॉज नो मोर रिक्वायर्ड. इसका मतलब वर्कमैन कंपनसेशन रिजर्व आगे फर्म में नहीं रहेंगे, इनको डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करेंगे जो एग्जिस्ट पार्टनर्स हैं. नेक्स्ट वन इज एम्प्लॉयज़ प्रोविडेंट फंड. This is the EPF. So this EPF is not distributed among the partners because it is the part of employees. Okay, and it is contributed by the firm from the part of employee salary. So that's why it is not a part of profit. So only these three things, 1, 2 and 3, these three things we have to distribute among the partner. Past necessary journal entries for the adjustment of these items on Z retirement. Z के रिटायरमेंट पर इन आइटम्स का हमें जर्नल एंट्री पास आउट करनी है. तो journal reserve and workman compensation reserve both are the liability, and if these liability are distributed among the partner, so both of these together can be debited. So general reserve account debit and WCR workman compensation reserve account debit. The amount is 1,80,000 for general reserve and 24,000 for WCR, and it is distributed by the partner, that is to X capital account, to Y's capital account, and to Z's capital account. Total 2,04,000. So 2,04,000 will distribute in their old profit share ratio, that is 3/6. 3/6 and 2,04,000 multiplied by 2/6 and 2,04,000 in 1/6. Okay, narration you can write, the calculation you can do easily. So if we're doing, so it will 1,02,000. Okay, it is 68,000. It is 34,000. You can do the calculation by yourself also. Okay, now only the profit is left. So if a profit or loss balance is left, it is a debit balance, so that's why it is a loss for the business. And if it is a loss, so then it is assets, and assets is writing off, so then it will credit and the partner will debit. So X capital account debit, Y's capital account debit, Z's capital account debit, and to P and L account or profit and loss account. The balance is 30,000. So 30,000 will distribute among the partners in their old profit share ratio, that is 3/6. It means 15,000. 30,000 multiply 2/6, that is 10,000, and 30,000 multiply 1/6, that is 5,000. Okay, so these transactions will be passed in the books of firm at the time of retirement of Z. Okay students, so related to this topic, you try to solve more and more questions, and if you face any problem then you can ask. So thank you for today students. Prepare your fair notebook up to the date, and up to the date whatever the topic we have completed, you have to complete it in your fair notebook. Okay student, thank you for today. Thank you.